is September 27th, and yesterday we paddled past two coal-fired power plants that are upstream of where we are right now in Kingston Mines, Illinois. These power plants are located on the river right in the Peoria area. Pause it. And we learned a lot of really interesting things about these coal-fired power plants that Anna's going to share with us right now.
So these plants were built in the Eisenhower era, and they haven't really been updated since, and they pollute a lot in the community. Every single day, one single one of them dumps 5 million gallons of polluted water directly into the Illinois River. That is a lot of water. Also, every day, one of them emits 200 pounds of mercury into the air, which causes all sorts of health hazards for all sorts of people. They also, what else?
They, because of the air pollution, there's increased of cancer rates in the Peoria community, and also asthma. And Jess, who's one of our paddlers with us, has herself experienced increase in her asthma as we've been paddling in this area, which was really interesting to us. One of the other major known facts about these coal-fired power plants is the energy that the plants produce is not used in the Peoria community. Actually, 80% of Peoria's energy comes from renewable sources. There's a lot of windmills a little bit north of Peoria that a lot of that energy comes from. But this community is sort of burdened with these health impacts that they don't, even though they're not using the energy. So there's only a really small amount of the economy here in Peoria that benefits from the coal-fired power plants, where the large portion, the whole entire community has
feeling the effects of it.
Yeah, exactly, Hannah. So one thing that I've been thinking a lot about is, like, what are we willing to pay for our energy sources? This energy, most of it is getting it's given to another community far away that doesn't see the direct impacts of what Peoria is feeling. But I feel like any community can sympathize with bad health for children and their families. And I just think that it's really important to question what costs we're willing to pay for our energy. And maybe is it time to start thinking about a different way to get our energy that doesn't cause these really dramatic health impacts on communities.
They dropped the water here.
Get her sick. Get it. Okay, ready? You ready?
Friday. No, yesterday, Wednesday. Well,
Hey everyone! Welcome to our section called Our Day in Smells. So yesterday, we paddled through something that smelled really bitter and kind of like rotting. What do you think that was, Mark?
Well, we were actually just passing Peoria and passing the massive ADM distillery, where they distill huge amounts of vodka. I think it was probably that. That's kind of what distilling is. It's like this decomposing, rotting smell. It was gross.
Okay.
Then we smelled there was another really pungent smell. What was that?
So, to me, it smelled kind of like somebody ate Play-Doh and corn and threw them up.
Ew!
Yeah.
That's what it smelled like to
It was
me.
gross. It was gross. But
Mark,
we're not sure what that was. We'll whip out the map. And we were passing a lot of grain elevators and an asphalt plant. So maybe a combination of those smells. Just a little bit of detective work.
Mark, are there any smells yesterday that stood out to you?
Yeah. We're paddling and just about to get into camp, and there's the wind shifted, and I got this huge blast of like chlorine smell. I smelled like the river was a swimming pool. Really unnatural chemical smell that was actually coming from there.
The fabric softener plant.
Yeah.
What was it, Jess?
The fabric softener plant.
Oh, mystery solved. Thank you,
So,
smell detectors.
I'm kind of wondering, Mark.
Detectives, actually.
It didn't really smell pleasant yesterday, did it?
No, I hope today's better. But if it's not, we'll have another segment of Today in Smells.
All right, so Jess, I've noticed that the trees on the left side of the river are very different than the trees on the right side. of the river here. And I was wondering, do you have any idea why this is?
Yeah, totally. So the trees on the right are silver maple, predominantly, and on the left is mostly willow tree. And as Anna had brought up before, a big part of it is when the river floods, what part gets more water. And so the left side, because of the bend of the river, the left side will tend to get more water. There's also a difference in the substrate, so like what the ground is made of on each side, and that side is very clay, and then this side is a little more less clay, a little more sand in it, and so that makes a difference in what can grow there. And also, this is a bank that is east to west, so as the sun goes over, they get different exposures, and species tend to prefer certain sides of slopes as well.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to point out that we are paddling past an anhydrous ammonia plant. This is a liquid fertilizer that is being loaded into this barge right here from the containers in the back that you can see. It is then used as a fertilizer on fields, usually for monoculture, so corn and soybeans.